I got this going. Let's get this out of my way. Let's see. Yep. Okay, we got chat on. We want live chat. Here we go. I think that's good. Let's find that spot that we like to get in. Is that it? No, I don't like that. I guess I'm just gonna hold you guys today because I really don't know how I want to do this. Maybe I can use this. We're gonna try something out here. I have. Oh, whew, I almost thought I froze it like I turned it off for a second. How you guys doing? It's just my eyeballs. Hey Jonathan, how you doing? I'm trying to fix a little contraption here, see if it works for me to hold you guys carefully and not drop y'all, and maybe make this work out. We'll see. I'm trying to find a good spot for this, but I haven't had one of these in I don't know, a little while, so figured it was time to have a chat with y'all and see how y'all's lives are going. Mine's going pretty well. If I can get this thing to sit in a certain specific placement here, let's see if that's gonna work. I don't know. We'll find out. Nope, I don't like it. What about right here? What if we can just do this? See if this will work. Sorry, guys, gals. My that's not gonna work. I just gotta hold y'all. Whatever. We'll just hold it. So, December. How are you guys doing in December? I have been very busy with work and things outside of the YouTube world because YouTube is no longer like my main goal. My Thanksgiving was good. Thank you for asking, Jonathan. How was yours? We did a little bit of traveling. We drove up to see my parents, my sister, and came back home and spent the day after Thanksgiving with our friends. So we had our Friendsgiving kind of like after Thanksgiving. But we had a good time. It was a good week off for me because I took the entire week off. Today was my first day actually back in the office, and I had a good day. Got these sunglasses over the break, so that's nice. I like them. How's my mom doing? She's here. Her hair's getting really long. Yeah, no, I need to get a bit of a haircut here. Oh, you're talking about Jacob's hair? Yes, Jacob's hair is getting long because he won't cut his hair. I keep trying to get him to trim it, and he doesn't want to trim it. He's just growing it. He said. I wish he would just at least fix it. How's my family? They're good. My mom is good. She's still bedridden. She still can't get out of bed. She uses a wheelchair. So I mean, it's just she's like she's living life through a really old body basically. That's what's happening. Nothing she can do about it. Just gotta play with the cards that are dealt to you. That's pretty much what I live my life by. Just play those cards, man. Got one thumbs up right now. Thank you, whoever did that. That was nice of you. Makes me feel good. Makes me know that you guys are interested in what I'm talking about. We got 9 of you now. Let's go Tigers. I guess, yeah. Go for it. Go LSU. You got this. So, what are we going to talk about today? I came to get in the car right line a little bit early so that we could talk because I haven't put any videos up. I got some baseball footage, but it's like the baseball footage gets repetitive because there's really not a ton of awesome stuff going on. I mean, yeah, they're hitting well, they're making plays. However, it's the same thing. I gotta be able to spice it up a little bit. And when I don't mix in vlog footage, it ain't really. I don't know. It's just not entertaining for me. I wouldn't want to go tune into a channel to watch it. I think that for us to do baseball footage, it has to be some baseball footage mixed in with some other stuff. Like even if it's just baseball product reviews or something, it can't just be the same baseball plays. Cause you see the same baseball fields all the time. I mean, baseball field looks like a baseball field. So I'm just trying to think about things. I got some other stuff on my plate too that I'm like a side business that I'm starting up that we'll see how it goes. And when I'm prepared to actually launch it, then I'll get back out and I'll make a YouTube video or 2 or 3 and let you guys know all about it. All 7 of you in here. How's y'all's day going? My day has been going very well. First day back at work, like I said. I got a new laptop at work, so that's good. I got to set it up tomorrow. Got it right before I was leaving the office today. Just waiting for what do we got? 22 days left till Christmas or 23? What is it? 22 or 23? We're on the third, right? We're on the third, so we got 22 days left. How is y'all's Christmas shopping going for all of you that do Christmas shopping? How is that going? Mine, I'll tell you, ours is done. We finished it already for Jacob and Xander at least. How long have you been at your current job? I've been there forever, pretty much. Yeah, many years, many moons, and I enjoy my spot in the company. We'll say that. I would like to branch out a little bit more, which is something I'm working on next year. It was one of my official work goals that we have set up for me is to be a little bit more creative in my role because I really haven't had a lot of creativity in the role that I'm in. But we're going to mix that in, but which is going to require me to also talk with more people and get into more groups within the company, which might require a little bit more travel as well. We'll see. Thank you for whoever gave that 4 thumbs up. You're amazing, and the other 3, all of you. Anybody that does that. Have you ever considered finding a new job? You know, finding a new job is not fun. It's not fun at all. I don't like looking for work. If I have to, I'll do it. If I don't, I get comfortable. I'm comfortable with my company, and that's kind of it's to a fault sometimes because once you get into a spot you're comfortable in, you just kind of stay there. But with our company that I work at, you have to move around a little bit every 4 years. They want you to try something new. Did y'all see that? I have not seen a Joker yet. I really want to see it, but nobody else wanted to go with me, so I'm just gonna wait till it comes out on Redbox and rent it. But yeah, it looks good. I've heard good things about it as well. What was the? Somebody asked something else a second ago. Let me look at this chat. What was it? Wrong button. How do I feel about the World Series? How do I feel? I'm bummed. I'm bummed that the Astros lost. I'm bummed that the Astros were cheating. I mean, it's cheating. Plain and simple, it's cheating. But I don't think it's not gonna affect the legacy of like taking a championship away. It'll affect suspensions. I can see that AJ Hinch being suspended, maybe banned from baseball. I could see the general manager being suspended, maybe banned from baseball. That's kind of rough. But if you get caught using electronic means to cheat, because I feel like everybody's cheating in this day and age. I think everybody is cheating, hands down. I don't think all these people that are pointing fingers at the Astros. I bet you if everybody fine-combed through all their footage of all their teams, they're cheating as well. Everybody is cheating. Period. However, when you get caught, you're gonna have to face the man. You're gonna have to pony up and give up some draft picks, some money, some suspensions, and just move past it. I mean, it's the only thing you can do because it's not like the team is like got bad players. We have great players. Yes, it might help you here and there, but somebody telling you that you're getting a fastball versus a slider isn't going to make you hit that fastball or slider. So, I mean, but like I said, everybody's cheating. I guarantee you. I could put my house on it that everybody in the MLB is cheating. If you're not cheating, then you're not trying to win. That's an old saying I've heard before. But I mean, I don't want to believe that saying because I teach my boys, don't cheat. You better do it the right way. However, when you get up in sports and you see all the things that go on over the years, people taking steroids to get that extra advantage, the banging on trash cans to get that sound advantage. I don't believe the thing about somebody saying you had like a vibrating Band-Aid or some kind of crap like that. I don't believe that. That right there is kind of a little far-fetched. I could see somebody like shining a light or doing some signals from the bullpen, but still, you have to have excellent vision to be able to see that at the bullpen from home plate. It's whatever. But yeah, I'm bummed about the World Series. I'm bummed we lost. On top of it, we lost at home every game in the World Series, so that home field advantage didn't really help. I think it's mostly Yankees fans that are crying about it. That's what I feel like. What I see on Twitter and stuff from like all the organizations, I've seen mostly the Yankees crying about it, and hey, the Yankees want to cry about it, let them cry about it. We still beat them. All right. Did I miss anything in conversation while I was doing that? Texans are doing good. Yes, they are. We went to the game, actually. We were there, me and Amy, for the Patriots game. When's the next video? Lawson, that's a tough one. I've got footage, but it's just baseball footage, and I'm really not digging just putting up baseball footage on my channel unless it's like when we traveled to Puerto Rico. That was awesome baseball footage because we had baseball games, we had adventure kind of happening, and we were just out on a vacation. That's the kind of footage that I don't mind putting up. But when it's just baseball footage, and that's all I'm getting right now is just baseball footage, I think it makes people not want to come back to the channel much. And if I'm going to not have them come to the channel, then why don't I just take a break for a little bit and kind of see how it goes. Yeah, we're going to film Christmas still. We're still doing that, Jonathan, for sure. We haven't stopped doing that one. How are the kids doing in school? Kids are doing good. Xander is an ace. Xander gets everything right. He's got like a 100 average in all of his classes, never has homework. The teacher's pet, that's just Xander. He always does that. Jacob, he has his ups and downs. He's doing good in most of his classes except for math, which is something he's always struggled at. And it's kind of funny. He's struggling a little bit in English because there's more comprehension, having to read into stuff and put your own thoughts. But he's got like a 100 average in Spanish. I'm like, something's weird here. Something's off. That's not your first language, son. You should be doing better in English. But I'm sure it's just kind of like basic Spanish. I don't know. He never has homework, so I don't know what he's doing in there. I just know he has like a 100 average in it. How are the kids? You missed them. The kids are great. That's what I was just talking about, Kathy. The kids are good, doing good in school, doing good in sports. We're taking off, sort of. We're taking off all of December for baseball. Although Xander supposedly has a tournament this weekend, and he's going to go practice all week this week. Jacob's still going to get his baseball private lessons, but as far as team stuff, both boys will be taking off for December. And Jacob's trying to still recover his arm. Recover his arm like he lost it. His arm was kind of sore for like the last month of the season of actually been playing tournament ball. So he hasn't pitched in over a month now because his arm was getting sore. So he was only playing first base. At first he was only playing first base and third base, but then his arm was still sore, so they were like, okay, we're going to take him off of third base. He's only playing first base and hitting. So he played first base. He's starting now in the last few practices. He's been moving back to second and third, though, so his arm's feeling better. But we're still taking off all of December. First part of January, he's going to ramp back up and start practicing and getting his arm strengthened back up for high school tryouts, which are at the end of January. So he's going to go to the tryouts for WBA on the 15th, but he's not really doing any baseball stuff the entire month. So who knows how his tryout goes? The coaches already know him, but he's just going there to put a face there. And then he's going to try out for the high school. And if he makes the high school team, he can't play travel ball. The coach has already said that any students that make his team will not be able to play baseball outside of the high school, which I can see his point. He wants to be able to see everything that they're doing and kind of keep control of their arms and everything. So if he makes the high school team, he can't play for WBA anymore. If he doesn't make the high school team, or even if he does make the high school team and he decides not to stay with the high school, WBA will have another tryout at the end of January, and his coach has already said that Jacob has a spot because he knows what Jacob can do. So Jacob can come to the tryout and everything, but he already has a spot if he doesn't make the high school spot. So it's either high school or WBA for Jacob. And in WBA, it'll be, I think they'll be playing like second chance high school is what it is. It's like a second chance high school league. So it's all like you have your 14-year-olds all the way up to 18. Yeah, so he's good no matter what happens, Michael. He's got his place. He wants to say that he's on the high school team. However, a lot of high school stuff, I've said this before, is political. It's who you know, how much the coaches know you and everything. So, and how much your parents are donating to the organization. That's they say it's not it, but I know it is. I know how things work. So if he makes the high school team, there's still a chance that the reason I was saying he might still go back to WBA is because if he makes the high school team, there's already kids in line ahead of him that know the coach well. The coach knows them and everything. So he might have to ride the bench a lot. And I don't know if that's good for him, riding the bench versus playing for a travel organization. How good is that going to help him riding the high school bench, playing maybe one or two times a week, a little spot play, versus playing all the time whenever his team plays. So we'll see how that goes. Where were we? Is he liking any girls? He's dressing nice now. He doesn't wear just athletic gear anymore. So he has a few girls that he likes, but he's not looking for a girl right now, he said, because he's not dating anymore. I think I told you guys that him and his girlfriend had broke up. His girlfriend that he's had for like 2 years, they're no longer dating. Well, now he's kind of checking out some girls. He tells me a few that he thinks are cute, and he's shown pictures of them in like yearbooks. Non-biased towards your teams, who do you think will be in the Super Bowl? Well, non-biased, so I can't say I want my Texans to be there, Jonathan. I want my Texans to be there. It doesn't matter who's in it right now this year because I'm like 95% sure Baltimore's winning it. And Ravens are they're killing people. And when they don't kill people, they just prove that they can win in different ways. The Ravens look really solid. I would say that's probably my Super Bowl pick to win it all is going to be the Ravens. He's wearing stuff other than this whole school year, Michael. He actually wears jeans. He has like 2 pair of skinny jeans. He likes to wear jeans. He likes to look good. He likes to have nice looking shirts that have a logo in the middle. He's asking for a sterling, like a silver Cuban style chain for Christmas. He's got all kinds of stuff. He's asking for shoes. He's trying to look good. which I'm happy that he's trying to take a little bit more, more, what's the right word? I can't think of. He's just trying to make himself look better. Jeans falls over. Yeah, Xander wears jeans too now. That's weird. Like once Jacob started trying to look nice, then Xander was like, well, I want to look nice too, and he's trying to copy his brother a little bit. All right, so we got well about 20 more minutes here if you guys want to, but I need y'all to help carry this conversation because my mouth's getting dry. So I need to have some conversation pieces here instead of me just trying to come up with some stuff. So keep giving me ideas, people. I feel so bad that my channel has gone on this downhill slide. It really sucks all the changes that YouTube's made. I know I say this quite often, but it does. It sucks because for a while I thought we were really going to do something with the channel, and then the things changed, and then we started doing good again. Politics? No, we don't talk politics here, Michael. You know that. I don't discuss politics. I don't discuss politics. I don't discuss religion. It's just not me. That's something that I might discuss with you in the privacy of like a conversation, but not just out there and throwing my voice out there in the whole world. Make a video about how Jacob throws his pitches. Yeah, that's a good idea, Lawson. I'd have to talk Jacob into it though, because Jacob really like that's one of the reasons we stopped doing videos. Amy didn't really care to be in videos, and Jacob, you guys know Jacob as the years ago, like early on, if you watch old vlogs, he was really funny. He was out there playing and stuff and joking. But as he's gotten older, over these last 2 years, he's really like pulled back. He doesn't like to talk much. Basically, he's a really quiet kid. He's shy. He can be loud and obnoxious with his friends when he's got his friends over at the house. But if you're trying to rely, like, look at the plate crate videos that we put out together when I film it for him while he does it. Look how much energy he brings. It's not quite there. It's not the YouTube energy that you need to have to make a good channel. Man, when they were little, best videos. I know it was great, and those kind of videos were the ones that I like looking back on. But then those are the kind of videos that YouTube frowns upon now. They don't want you tickling your children or interacting with them where you're running around playing chase and tag and all that because there's perverts out there in the world, and those perverts screwed up everything for everybody because they're perverts, of course. I mean, it's frustrating. So, like, I can see YouTube's point of view where they try to make all these changes. Every time we started making a little bit, we were making those steps forward. YouTube had to pull us back some because crap. That's why, because of revenue. It's all about YouTube's bottom line, and they got to cover their butts. So I understand that. It's just frustrating. They'll be big enough to get you back for tickling them as kids. Yeah, they're gonna punch me. That's what's gonna happen. Yeah, they're both growing so much though. Jacob's like, he's almost my height now. You guys, if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen at Eric TV 365. You saw the picture I posted of the three generations of my family or whatever, the men on my family, my dad, me, and the boys. Jacob's almost as big as me. I think he's gonna pass my dad up for sure soon. My dad's hair is crazy right now. Did you guys see that picture? Man, that dude's got some crazy hair going. His mustache and his hair so long. I've never seen his hair this long. It's the longest I've ever seen his hair. Which I guess is just like Jacob. Longest I've ever seen his hair is what it is right now. What pitches does Xander throw? He throws a fastball and another fastball, and he's starting to get a changeup. His hand's not quite big enough to get the changeup properly, so he has the full changeup grip instead of the circle change. You should do an arm wrestling match to see who's stronger now that he's as big as you. I'm still stronger than him, but hey, I promise you this. He's going to catch up and pass me soon because he works out all the time. With the baseball class that he's taking right now, like for the first semester of high school. So he's working out a lot more. How hard does Jacob do? That's the problem right there, Lawson. He needs to throw harder, and I kept getting onto him. And then all of a sudden when I started getting onto him, well, I didn't see any injury happen, but he said his arm was starting to hurt some. So we pulled back, and he hasn't thrown. So that kind of hurts him because his velocity, the best that he's ever thrown, I think I want to say it was at 71. That was the best that I've gotten him at, was 71. But that's not good enough. He needs to be up higher because that's the best, I said. So his average is probably around 65, and that's not good enough. Not for a fastball. It's okay. However, he needs more velocity to make his curveball and his slider and his changeup that much more deadly. See, those have always been his go-to pitches. Was his changeup was his main pitch growing up, and then over the last 2 seasons, he's gotten into throwing the curveball, and he was learning how to throw the slider before his arm started hurting. and I'm trying to get him to ramp up his velocity. He's got to get more velocity if he wants to keep pitching. That's just it. I mean, I've always preached to not really worry about velocity, but I've kind of changed my tune of thought on that, because as long as you're throwing properly, I think velocity is really, really important. But yes, I agree. Going back to what you said before, I agree. YouTube for kids, but it came at the expense of good. Yeah, exactly, Michael. It came at the expense of parents, good parents playing with their kids, and then there's all the perverts. They screwed up. Thank you guys. You guys, I'm not gonna say it. Whatever. Get off that subject. Anyways, back to baseball. Um, so velocity is a huge key. So if you're a kid out there listening to this, or a teenager, really work on the proper mechanics to throw a fastball. Because if you can throw a fastball at the top of the strike zone, and you can pin that same fastball at the bottom of the strike zone, that's two separate pitches right there. That's already two pitches. Then if you can work it inside outside, that's more pitches right there. So you've got four different pitches based off of a fastball. And then if you have a good enough fastball, a changeup, a slider, a curveball are just gonna overpower the kids, and that's what I see. I've been watching so much as I've gone through the years. It's no longer about just trying to place it right, which is what I always told Jacob to do, and that's why I never really pushed him to throw harder. Was you have to be able to hit the corners, stay at the level of the knee, get to the knee, whatever pitch it is. You're trying to hit that knee level. You're trying to work both sides of the plate. But if I'd have worked with him a lot more as he was growing up to throw a fastball, and to do that same thing with a fastball instead of just always just kind of throwing to make sure you're hitting accuracy. Every so often, if you plunk somebody, that's part of baseball. You're going to hit some kids. You're going to throw some balls that are going to be out of the strike zone. But if you can throw that fastball and you can get consistent and hit four corners, high, low, inside out, those right there are dominating pitches right there, and that gets you up in the count if you're hitting the strike zone. And then that changeup comes in, they're off balance. That curveball comes in, they're spinning around, falling on their knees. The slider, they can't get it. I mean, it all boils down to being able to get a fastball. So now I've been starting to work with Xander more because he's still younger to work on the fastball more. So he's working on his fastball more than anything else. And his delivery has been a little bit different. If you've watched in the pitching, if you go back and watch any videos, his pitching, his form has been bad. He does it great in practice and in lessons. He looks fine, but when he gets in the game situation, he changes. So over the last few games, whenever he pitches, we make sure that we remind him. Remember how you're doing it in your lessons. Remember how you're doing it in the practice. That's what you have to do. You have to be tall, stand up tall. You have to get that knee up, come down, then go out. And he was doing the whole like pull through. It's kind of hard to explain. You have to see it, but he would just go up and then go out and pull his leg through instead of going up and then down and then out and come that leg come over as you get your back flat. But he's looked a lot better recently, which you haven't seen because I haven't put up any videos. Thanks, Eric. Way to go. Does Xander still want to do? Oh wait, for a freshman, it might be 75 for a minute. That's what he is a freshman. So 75 is where you need to be at on your average. I'd say between 70 and 75 is where your average needs to be as a freshman. And Jacobs only hit that baseline a few times, so he's got to get better at it. He's got to work. Which with him taking this time off, I keep reminding him, the more time you take off, it makes you have to put that same amount of time to get back to where you were. So if you were throwing around 70, 71, when you had your arm get sore and you had to stop throwing, took off a month, it's going to take you about a month to get back to that 70, 71. So he's still been working out though and doing like other things that like stretching and stuff like that. So hopefully that helps. What are your secrets to looking so young? You basically look the same as you. Nah, I don't look the same. My hair's not as black because back then I was dyeing my hair, and I did it every couple of weeks. I was dyeing my hair. Like look how black my hair was. It was like solid black. It was like this black, and it's like something's weird here. So I finally stopped doing that. And then like if I'd have never done it, I wouldn't be this. I wouldn't be this silver or whatever, but I would still be pretty silvery because that's why I was dyeing my hair in the first place. I started going gray when I was like 21. It's funny because Jacob, if I get up close to his hair, you can see he's got gray hairs spread out all in his hair already. Already at 14, he's got a good bit of gray hair. So I guess Jacob's on that path of being a silver fox too, you know. Let's see. Does Xander still want to do flag football? He's actually, since we're taking this month off, and he's really not going to get back into doing baseball until like January. He's wanting us to try to find basketball for him to go play. Because he likes flag football. He likes basketball too. He likes every sport basically. He even likes soccer. I mean, he likes it all. Baseball is just where he falls back because he's better at baseball. It's probably just because he's had more training at baseball. So if I'd have done the same thing with basketball, he'd probably be right there. Jacob's got a mustache. He does. He shaves it though. It's not like my mustache, but yeah, he's got a mustache coming in. All right, guys. We're gonna cut this in about 4 minutes. I don't want to go too. I don't want to get up over 30 minutes on this because when this is a replay, I want people to actually sit and listen to it and not, oh, this is boring. Because I mean, personally, me, I would have probably already said it's boring. I mean, you guys are great because you guys have been here and you've been watching it, and I thank you so much for sticking around and giving me things to talk about. It's just I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update, a little bit of a chat, and just y'all can see my face. I can't see yours, but y'all can see my face, right? I see y'all giving thumbs up, and that right there means something to me. It always has. Like I mean, I remember used to when I do videos, I wanted to get that 100 thumbs up. I didn't get very many of them, but when I did, man, that was it was perfect. I haven't tried a podcast. Like I said, when I started this, I'm starting up a new venture, kind of. We'll see how it goes, but it's kind of like merchandise, but it's not based on Air TV 365. It's nothing to do with Air TV 365. It's a totally separate thing. So we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping it takes off. I think if I would have started earlier this year, I'd have been further along. But it's so expensive to startup costs, man. I haven't even purchased anything yet, and I'm just looking. I'm doing all the research right now of how much things are going to cost. I need to buy, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to start it up this year. I've already bought website stuff, bought a secure certificate and all that. I got that kind of part of it done, but I got to come up with the better. That was weird. Did you guys hear that? Hopefully y'all still hear me, right? Y'all can still hear me, right? I don't know. Something getting messed up here. Hello? Tell me you can hear me. Yes or no? Can y'all hear me? Or is my mouth? Okay. Whew. Sorry. Sorry. Loud and clear. My bad. Man, Lawson, Michael, y'all are great. Y'all been chatting this whole time. Thank you so much for giving me things to talk about. Just wanted to throw that out there. And whenever I do these live things, I need to have you guys like interacting with me. Otherwise, I feel like I'm talking to myself, and I really don't want to talk to myself. That'd be kind of weird. I'm already kind of a weird guy, so it just made me feel even more weird. Hey, Landon, how you doing? You guys are amazing. Oh, thank you so much, Landon. That's great. So, since my mouth is dry, I'm gonna play a round of Call of Duty Mobile. I'm gonna tune out now, and I'll check in with you guys again. Please, 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 just talk with me on Twitter. Comment on our Instagram post that I put up, because that's the only way I can communicate with you unless I do this right here. How good is WBA? WBA is good. I wouldn't say they're the best. I wouldn't say they're the worst, but they make a good baseball family. And I like the people there. So WBA is a good family to be around. They got tryouts coming up December 15th. So yeah, that's all I got for y'all. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this. Like I said, follow me on Instagram at EricTV365. Follow me on Twitter at EricTV365. Make sure you leave some comments. That's about it. That's all I got for you right now. We will see you guys. I will see you guys. Wait, you will see this guy because I don't see y'all. I'm reading y'all stuff. See y'all next.